Hi everybody, Keith here. Thanks very much for watching. I was at a conference this week and one of the participants said they just felt like they were frantic. And you might have heard me say this quote before, but opportunities flee from people who are frantic. So how do you stop being frantic or overwhelmed or just feel like you're under the pump all the time? This is going to sound very counterintuitive, but just hear me out. The thing that you need to do is take a step back. You need to stop and reflect. As a leader, now more than ever, with the world traveling at a pace of Mach 1 with your hair on fire every single day, you need to take some time out. Now, there's three key elements to this: time, space, and permission. Now, what do I mean? You got to allocate time. So you got to allocate a time to actually in your diary. Now, the best example I can give of this is that if I was your very, very best client and I rang you up, or if I was your senior executive or your CEO or the chairman of the board, and I said to you, hey, listen, I need an hour with you in about 2 weeks' time to talk about something really important. Would you put that appointment in your diary? Of course you would. Would you ring up 15 minutes before the scheduled meeting and say, look, I'd love to be there. I've got emails to answer. I've got a couple of text messages to return. You wouldn't do that. So the first thing you're going to do is allocate time in your diary, because you're the most important appointment. You can't move yourself forward as a leader unless you spend some time thinking and pondering. The second thing is, so we've got time, allocate time. So what would that look like? Maybe it's an hour a week, maybe it's half an hour a week, maybe it's an hour a fortnight, maybe it's half a day a month, 3 hours a month. Maybe it is a day a quarter. But you've got to allocate time. The second piece is space. Now, what do I mean by space? Where do you do this? I'll just do it at my desk. What, with everybody walking past? With all your notifications going off? With anybody that can knock on your door and say, can I just grab 5 minutes with you? No, you have to find a space. Maybe it's your local coffee shop. Maybe it's the coffee shop not downstairs where everybody is coming and going in your office. Maybe it's a coffee shop 2 blocks over where nobody knows you. But you've got to allocate some time. Now, here's the other thing. You have to create mental space. What does that look like? Turn off your notifications on your phone. Turn your phone to silent. Turn it over so you don't see the notifications coming through. Because we're so programmed and triggered by, oh, I need to answer that. I need to look at that. I wonder what that could be. So giving yourself space, mental space and physical space to do that. Now, here's the next one. This one is the hardest one. You've got to give yourself permission to do that. You can't, if your boss said to you, I want you to go and have an hour off and work on this project, you'd do it, wouldn't you? So you have to give yourself permission to do this. Unless you're waiting for a heart transplant or something, vital, then you can take an hour off and do this and to be able to reflect. Now, also, when you give yourself permission, you also give yourself permission to work on something that's important to you. It's not, I'm going to catch up on my emails in this hour because I don't have anybody around me. No, work on a project, work on a personal goal, work on a professional goal, work on transformation of you. Take the time to give yourself time, space, and permission. I trust that makes sense. And let me tell you this, you do take time, space, and permission, you will accelerate your success. Thanks very much for watching. Bye now.